Hi dear children, welcome back to our basic science class. Today we are going to recollect the whole chapter Living in Harmony. Okay, let's start our class. Children, first we discussed about ecosystem. What do you mean by ecosystem? An ecosystem is a major region where all the living things occupy the region together with biotic and abiotic factors influencing the region. Ponds, fields, rivers, forests, and grasslands are different kinds of ecosystem. An ecosystem consists of a number of habitat. Habitat means the natural environment of all living organisms. An ecosystem is a natural region where all the living beings occupying the region together with the biotic and abiotic factors influencing the region. Plants are the most important factor in the ecosystem. Do you know why? Because the food chain always starts from the plants. So the plants are the most important part of the ecosystem. All biotic and abiotic factors in an ecosystem are interrelated. An increase or decrease in number of the organisms in an ecosystem will affect the natural equilibrium. Children, next we discussed about the biotic and abiotic factors. We know that biotic and abiotic factors are essential for the existence of the living world. Let's take a look at how are abiotic factors useful to biotic factors. Soil makes nutrients available to plants, function as the habitat of organisms. Plants and animals use oxygen for respiration. Water is needed for photosynthesis, pollination, dispersal of seeds, etc. Water is essential for the existence of plants and animals. Green plants use light for photosynthesis. Growth, production of energy, reproduction needs various nutrients. Hence, we can prove that all biotic and abiotic factors in an ecosystem are interrelated. Then we discussed about food chain and food web. Food relationships are found among organisms in all ecosystems. The entire series of organisms through which food energy moves in an ecosystem by the process of eating and being eaten is called food chain. Food chains are become complex as a web through mutual relationships. The different food chains of an ecosystem are interrelated, and this network of food chains is called food web. Then we discussed about producers, consumers and decomposers. We all know that sun is the primary source of energy in the living world. Plants convert light energy to chemical energy through photosynthesis. The energy gets transferred to other organisms through food chain. Plants that perform photosynthesis are called producers. Organisms that depend on plants directly or indirectly for food are called consumers. Decomposers, organisms such as fungi that break down the remains of or waste from other organisms. The organisms which break down the dead and decaying organic matter and return them into the soil are called decomposers. The decomposers have an important place in an ecosystem. They break down the dead and decaying organic substances and excreta of living organisms and convert them into simpler substances and return them to the soil. Ecosystem also grows and undergoes changes like plants and animals. Different trophic levels are interrelated. Jungles are needed for the growth of rabbits, which becomes the prey of wolves, and the wolves becomes the prey of lion. If only this relationship is maintained, all the living beings can exist on the earth. The maintenance of this relationship in the food chain is known as balancing. Any disturbances to it will adversely affect the ecosystem. At last, we discussed about the human activities that harm the ecosystem. Deforestation, filling of paddy fields, pollution, sand mining, unscientific construction of dams, drilling, etc. are some of the activities that harm our ecosystem. Okay, children, I hope all of you understood about this chapter very well. Read the textbook. See you in the next class. Thank you.